So today I have Krista with me. Thanks for being here, Krista. And she's going to talk about her experience in the Set Free Academy. So thank you so much for being here and being willing to share your experience. So how long have you been in the Set Free Academy for?
It has been, I'm on month 10.
All right. And
Mhm.
maybe you can tell the lady who's watching this right now, what was life like for you before you came into the Set Free Academy?
Well, I don't want to trigger anybody, but was life was not livable. Okay, I was barely breathing. I was my whole life. I've been depressed. It began with anxiety attacks, and what I know. Okay, my life was not okay. I was ready to end it. There, I answered your question right. Okay.
Mhm. Well, yeah, and that was your experience, right? Like you were in a really rough spot and
Oh.
I remember our first call and you were in that really tough spot and you just wanted a solution, right? Like you wanted something that was going to work. Now, what else had you tried before this program?
I have tried everything. I've tried counseling. I have worked myself to death. Almost. Okay. What else have I done? I have I have been addicted to exercise, working out, training, competitions. I have had anorexia, bulimia. I've done it all.
What was it about the Set Free Academy and working with me in our first conversation when you decided to come into this program? What was it that made this stand out from other options for you?
The fact that it was Christian based, okay, what do you call it? Faith based, God based. I know God is real. I do, and I could feel it. I came across the program when I was scrolling one night on Facebook and I saw the retreat. What is it? It's coming up.
The experiencing God's love intensive.
That's it. Experiencing God's love intensive. Okay. And okay, I don't want to make this too long. Lord, help me shorten it. But I was in such a place. I have survived my whole life. Um, I want everybody to know that through this academy, I don't know. I'm not 100% there yet. I'm still actually a student in the academy, but I'm coming. I'm getting there, and yeah, I'm feeling that I am. I am.
So your journey, like I think there's some really amazing things to share about your journey. When you entered into this program, there was a lot of skepticism, not just when you joined, but even starting and going, when's this going to work? What's happening? I'm doing what I'm
Yes.
supposed to do. I'm following the rules. I'm
Yes.
following the letter of the law and I'm doing all the things. Why is it not working yet? And it
Oh,
really had
yes.
to bring you into a different space with this doing.
Mhm.
Like it was really
Mhm.
part of, because there were these incremental shifts, right?
Right.
Which led to a bigger shift. But these incremental shifts are like, what do you mean it's not about doing? That's what I've always done is doing, striving, trying,
Mhm.
working. What are you talking about? Just being. What does that even mean? Right.
Right.
And being abiding in him and really kind of understanding that. So I think that might have been sort of part one of the transformation, maybe. Like
For
maybe you could
sure.
speak to that a little bit.
Oh boy. Yeah, I did. I struggled, you know. I love to get on a project and get it done, like I was saying, but then I didn't know what to do after that. I'm like, come on, you guys, give me the books. But then I started realizing, my gosh, she's got it locked. I can't get to the next book.
I can't just keep doing. That's on purpose, by the way.
Okay. Then I'm learning about praise and worship. I know I come from a Christian home, dysfunctional religious home. Okay. Legalistic. I'll tell you, I sang, I cried, I did it. Oh, but we still got to get prayer in there. Okay, I think I'm catching on.
So then, because a lot of women who come into the program, they're like, okay, I pray,
Uh
I read
huh.
my Bible, I go to church, I do
Hmm.
all the things I'm supposed to do, but nothing's shifting. So, what do you
Hmm.
think was really the big shift for you? Like, how have your thoughts and your feelings shifted
Right.
since being in this program? Like, and diving into the modules and lessons, coming on the calls,
Hmm.
doing doing like reading the Bible, pouring into God's word, praying more, really getting more into agreement, alignment with him. How have your thoughts and emotions changed?
Kept up, stayed with it. I now have a job and I'm off to university. Keep in mind I'm 52. Okay. My daughter's living with me and she's pregnant. She's due in November. I've been very busy in the last 2 weeks and I haven't been reading the Bible. I've been feeling guilty. But I've also been learning about rest. And as I've been going through my day, I'm noticing that I've actually had to process that, Krista, you do not have to feel guilty. If God is everything they're teaching you, he doesn't have this big old thing going to beat you over the head if you haven't read the Bible. But I'm telling you, I got the word in me with Alana's program. I've got it in me. I haven't read the full thing, page to book, front to back. I'm almost there, but it's not about that. Please, it's not about that. She provides you with the tools, the scriptures, the I am statements. I have been saying them. That's what the whole last year has been. And I'm still not even done the program. So, okay. So my shift, I felt the shift. It's been 3 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And anyway, I'm not going to say it all. I'm just going to give you a little tidbit, you know. And it's a statement that we speak over ourselves. And I want everyone to know here that all the praise goes to my Father in heaven, but with all the tools that you have to put the program to work. Okay, you can't just do the modules. Yeah, got it done. Yeah, got it done. That's what I was doing. But all the work, little did I know, was being put in, I guess. I don't know. But my first word of that statement is joy. And my dream has been to be joyful. Another thing that attracted me to her program was wake up joyful. That's my dream. Anybody want to know what I want? I want to be joyful. I want to wake up joyful. And that is what drew me to the program. So anyway, I've been doing the work. I may not be up to par. I may not be where I'm supposed to be. All I know is I'm trying. And can I just let you all know that I am joyful? I am joyful and I'm not finished the program.
Well, and that's beautiful because really I named it Wake Up Joyful because I used to be like that. I used to struggle to wake up joyful. I didn't like waking up in the morning either. And when I finally realized, oh my gosh, there's a way to wake up joyful, it was just so amazing. And I love that you now get to experience waking up joyful. That's beautiful. And so, you know, and I love, you know, you've learned so much, you've poured into this program, you've been committed, even when you thought, I don't know if this is doing anything. It's like, we talked about just trusting them, but just keep going. Trust God, trust this process, trust that you're here for a reason. You will get that shift that you want. Yeah. And there's just, sometimes we've gone through so much pain, trauma, hurt in our lives that it takes a while to uproot a lot of these deeply planted roots in us, right? And we want to replant it with God's truth and make a beautiful garden, but we got to get those big prickly weeds out, and it takes some time. And you've been very committed and very diligent. So what would you say has exceeded your expectations in this program?
My short answer, can I do both?
Sure.
Okay. My short answer is everything. There's not one thing. Okay, I cannot explain to you how skeptical I am about everything. You know, I struggled with this isn't working, like Alana said. There were times, guys, I'm being honest, that I struggled. You don't know this, Alana, but with you.
I don't know this? Are you sure?
Maybe you do, okay? There were times I struggled being on the group calls. There were times I didn't want to do my private coaching session with Alana, okay? But there was that silent little voice that said, no, you keep going, okay? So Alana's exceeded that was the question, exceeded my expectation. Alana has. God has. The whole program, you know, I'm a person who's like, yeah, whatever, I can put that together. I can make a pile of money too, just. Okay. Right? These are the things I screamed in my house. Maybe I was screaming them to God. I don't know. But it was just me in my little hood. So everything has exceeded my expectation, but I do have to add one more thing. And this I was skeptical of too because of my trauma. I'm in month 10 and I'm getting there and I will graduate. I don't know if they have a party. I don't know about it. But it's the support. It's the support of the women. I know how scary it is. I know how guarded we are. Anyway, I'm in month 10 and something, I don't know, my joy buster broke and I got that little seed is just starting to flourish and here I am. I'm all joyful. I found the meaning of love and I don't mean, oh yeah, I love you. I love chocolate. I love ice cream. I love my puppy dog too, but I want you all to know, and in fact, I told Alana this today on our call. She asked me one time, she said, do you love me? I think I told you no, didn't I?
Or maybe I might have asked you that too. I might have asked you as well.
Yeah,
I said, do you believe that I love you?
I think I told you no, I don't believe you love me. Actually, she got tears coming down her face, and I felt so bad.
Well, I was so sad because I thought she just doesn't
get it.
I knew though that you didn't love yourself enough to know that I truly loved you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my goodness, that I was so sad. And I knew that that could be worked on because that was kind of maybe halfway, maybe around 5 months ago. And then, I remember how sad I was when I realized that you weren't able to receive the love that I had for you, like Christ's love, right? But that's the same thing. When we can't experience and receive love from other people, it's the same with God.
Today, we had a private coach call, and I told Alana, I wanted her to know that I loved her because my thing is, I never felt it. Okay. And I feel it. I feel that Alana truly loves me and I truly love her. And I love all the women in the academy. Today I was driving. I do drive quite a bit and I was lifting them all up. In the name of Jesus, I was praying for breakthrough, and I named out every one of those women that I could remember. It was a big pile of them. And I said, Lord, I can't remember. I'm sure I'm missing somebody, whatever. I'm getting down a goat trail. But there was something else I wanted to say. But anyway, hopefully the next question will be
I love that you're sharing about love, though, because when, as I was saying before, when women do the Experiencing God's Love Intensive, you might remember there's this one activity where you get to see how you are with God when he is pouring love into you. And a lot of the times women realize that there's a block to receiving his love. That shows up in every area of our life. If we're blocked to receiving God's love, we're also blocking other people from loving us. And I always knew that it wasn't it was kind of a curiosity thing, right? It's like, do you actually feel like you can love me? And I felt like the answer was maybe no, but that was okay. I wasn't upset about that. So there's no need to ever apologize. It was more like it helped me understand where you were at and where we still got to go. And so I love that now I'm seeing you show up in the group and you just love everybody. You're like, I love you. You are so loved. And I'm like, this is amazing. Like you're so filled with.
I am.
I know, and it's amazing because it just shows the transformation inside. Right. So let me ask you this: like, let's say a woman's watching right now, and she's probably laughing with us as we. You tickle. I mean, you tickle me. You tickle every woman in the academy with your sense of humor. It's just beautiful.
Well, you know what? Maybe that's my gift because I'll tell you what, laughing is healing.
It's so healing, and I love being around you. And let's say there's a woman right now watching, and she's considering doing the Set Free Academy. Like, why would you recommend the Set Free Academy to others?
Oh, first of all, please know. I knew. I was like, if Alana ever comes to me for an interview, let me tell you, she ain't getting one from me because this stuff don't work. Okay, but please, here I am. I never thought I'd see the day, and I would also like to tell you. That I have been on an antidepressant, I'm just being real here, since I was 20. And I am down 3 doses. And I am telling you, it's only God that can do that. I have been down the road of getting off of whatever. But anyway, I'm telling the woman why. There's a couple reasons why. You know what? I was blocked. I was blocked up to. We're not going to get down that trail because I could turn that into something. I was blocked and I was mad about it. And I thought, Alana cannot figure this out. Nobody can figure this out for me. Nobody. But I told God, I said, you are a miracle worker. If anybody can do it, you can. And I know that you are led by God. Okay. There you go. That's what drew me here. You're telling me to tell women why. Okay. Because God is in this program. It is led by the Holy Spirit, and Alana lets the Holy Spirit flow. I don't know how far into all this you guys are, spiritually speaking, but it only God. It's about God. Okay. And Alana, and if you're thinking about it, yeah, it could only do you good. You know, why go another day wondering why? What's the point? Why am I here? Oh, go for another walk, then come back, go to bed, go to the bathroom, do it. Why? My God, the whole world is I'm seeing the world in a whole new light. Human beings, I see them. I see everybody. I see them. So, and if it's finances, guys, I get it. I understand. But you know what? I wish I had a dollar bill. Money is just a bunch of paper. Okay? All I have to tell you, God provides for us. He is the one that gives us the ability to do what we do to make money. In the end, it's all for him. Okay? This is part of the training ground right now. This is a training ground for what is to come in this world. And I'm telling you, if you want to be a part, hey, if you want to get healing, you know what? Freaking money, you can burn it, you can do whatever you want. I'll tell you, invest it in yourself. I didn't believe it either, but I'm telling you, invest it. You will be blown out of the water. I feel like I'm darn near blown out of my skin, okay? I would pay anything. I would pay it again if there was a level up. But I know that's God's job. So please, God will provide the money for you. That's all I got to say. If there's anything stopping you, don't ask. Don't be skeptical. Don't be analytical. Here you go. I learned this from the academy. Get quiet and just be still and breathe. And I don't know, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but just listen and let God tell you if it's what you should do. You know, just don't go hitting the button. Ask God, because you know what? We're supposed to trust in the Lord with all our heart and lean not on our own understanding. That's what I was doing. But in all your ways, acknowledge him. I've gone so far as to look up the word acknowledge. Let him in on everything. Ask him. He wants to help you. He wants to lead you. All of it. Just go acknowledge him. See what he says. Hey, it's up to you. Right, Alana?
I 100% agree. Like, it's really about going to him, and he already knows who's going to enter into this program.
That's it.
When I talk to someone, I'm always like, okay, God, like, you already know. It's just whether it's about tuning into him and saying, God, like, I just want to follow what you want for me. So yes. Get rid of the fear. I don't want to be a slave to fear. Just get rid of the lies and all the naysayers from my past, and just, God, what are you convicting me of right now? And that's going to lead you in the right direction. So I think that's beautiful. And I think that's a great place to kind of, you know,
shut me up.
No. I love listening to you talk. Just to bring it to a close, like, because I think, you know, you've said so many great things, and I think the woman who's listening can feel your heart and feel, you know, and they didn't know you, you know, 10 months ago. And I was saying, actually, on our call earlier, to go back and watch our first call together, because the difference in you, like, literally, you look and feel like at least 10 years younger, with all the weight that's come off of you, like emotionally and mentally, just like, oh, it's like you can breathe, and you can just have this joy in life that you didn't feel before. And that freedom, that fullness and that freedom I talk about a lot, right? From coming into agreement and alignment with him, from abiding in him, the full and free that you can get. It's like the enemy came to steal, kill, and destroy, but God came so we could have an abundant, full life in him. And that comes from coming into agreement, alignment, and abidance in him. And that's what you've been doing. And you've been embodying love, embodying joy. Like, it's just beautiful to watch. So I am so blessed by your sharing, because I can see where you were and where you are now. And even describing it to somebody watching is not going to be the same as them actually knowing you then and knowing you now, and the shift. Right. But like, it's possible for them too. So the woman who's watching, like, it's possible for her too.
Anybody. It's possible for anybody. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's just God. Anything's possible with God. And sometimes we just need, so why, let me ask you this just to end off, like, why this program, instead of just going to church, reading the Bible is great, praying, listening to worship music, why this program, why the Set Free Academy, in addition to those things, instead of just doing those things?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because I've gone to church my whole life, and I've had it. I've had it all. I've heard it. I know all of it. I know it all, but I never learned to feel it. But yes, God is it. He is the leader of this program. He's the leader of me. But they don't always teach this stuff in church. The negative beliefs. They don't talk about codependency in church. They don't talk about self-love. In fact, the church, and they probably interpret the Bible, going back to reading the Bible, they probably say self-love is a sin. Well, I'll be doggone. I'm loving myself. Okay. She'll teach you all that. Alana will get into that. I don't want to give away all the stuff, but
there are things that you've learned in this program that are very different from what you would have learned. And
and may I add that I just want to say this, because if there's anybody watching, I want you all to realize, as you're watching this and as you're pondering to join the Academy, I want you all to know, I'm 10 months in. I feel like I'm getting the joy of the Lord. I feel like I have the joy of the Lord. But what I want you to know is that I'm still in the thick of things. I am still in the middle of a divorce. I'm still in the middle of getting my name off my husband's and my business. I have court cases coming up. I got a daughter who's 30 years old living with me, and she's due in November. Please. Life ain't roses and honeys and all that stuff. But I'm telling you what, I'm okay with it. It is well with my soul, and I am okay with where I'm at, because I know that God's got me, and I don't care what I go through, he's going to work it all out for good, okay? I just want you guys to know that part too. Okay?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm so excited for you. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's just the beginning. It's like once you have that shift, the whole world looks different. It's like you said, you see people differently, and it's beautiful. I'm so excited for you. And thank you for sharing. If you were to leave these ladies with one final thought.
Oh boy. With one final thought. I don't want to tell you what to do. It's got to be good. I want to say, just do it. But it's not about me. I'm not telling you what to do. So, all I would say is that you are worth it to give yourself the time that you deserve, to give yourself the love that you deserve from yourself, because you can't pour out to others until you give it to yourself. You can't pour out from an empty vessel, okay? And so what I would encourage you all to do, like I said before, is to just get quiet and don't strive for an answer. Just get quiet and breathe. And you're gonna hear all kinds of voices, that you're not good enough. What's the point? You don't deserve it. Yes, you do. And if you can be quiet and still enough, I feel like the answer will come. That's what I have to say.
Amen. Love it.
Well,
thank you again so much. I am sending you so much love, and I do love you.
I love you too. And that is no joke.
I know. Feeling the love. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you. And just appreciate you so much.
That's awesome. Thank you, Alana, for letting me speak.